Hi, I'm Tom, and what you're looking at is a set of building blocks, the kind that little boys and girls like to play with. Now, you may be wondering what this everyday child's toy has to do with overcoming your hypothyroidism and how you can take back control of your life from this devastating condition. I'll get to that in just a moment. First, let me ask you an important question. What if your hypothyroidism had little to do with your actual thyroid? And what if you could completely relieve your suffering within just a few short weeks? Okay, that may sound a little far-fetched, and I thought so too, until I discovered this one-of-a-kind, completely natural, and scientifically proven method I'm about to share with you today. This method not only helped me overcome my own hypothyroidism and take back control of my life, it's now being used to help hypothyroidism sufferers all over the world do the same. Watch this presentation until the end, and you'll also discover a powerful technique to reactivate the missing link to your thyroid health, which will dramatically improve your thyroid hormone levels and put you back in control so you no longer feel trapped in a condition that has taken over your life. Plus, this technique can be done right now in the comfort of your own home without resorting to dangerous thyroid medications and without relying on doctors who often don't even listen or understand what you're really going through. You'll also learn a little known diet trick that boosts your thyroid function and metabolism. This surprisingly simple tip will help you look and feel amazing while you enjoy and indulge in the foods you love with the people you love. You'll have more than enough energy to do the things you love doing without confining yourself to one of those boring, tasteless, and restrictive diets that never really work and can leave you feeling even more lost, confused, and helpless. Plus, you'll also discover the #1 thyroid damaging food you absolutely must avoid at all costs. Little do you and other hypothyroidism sufferers know, you're eating this thyroid damaging and so-called health food every day, and it's sabotaging any chance you have at feeling like your normal, happy, and healthy self. Not to mention the research showing how this everyday food causes accelerated aging before sending you to an early grave. You'll learn how to avoid it and what to replace it with, so you can relax and live with peace of mind, knowing you're no longer a burden or worry for your loved ones, and that you won't have to miss out on the important things in life. Now, my private clients have paid a lot of money for me to teach them what I'm about to show you, and they probably aren't too happy that it's free online right now. So I have no idea how long I'll be able to keep this presentation online, or how long it will be free of charge to watch. So watch this now while you still can. You may have already spent countless hours and even sleepless nights researching this confusing and frustrating condition. And maybe you feel like you've tried just about everything, only to be left with little or even disappointing results. Yet, I can guarantee that you've never seen anything like what I'm about to show you today. And one trick in particular with the research behind it, I promise will shock you. Remember, I'm about to share with you how to put a permanent end to your hypothyroidism safely and naturally, along with some little-known scientifically proven tips to help you take back control of your health. However, I want to first share a really personal and somewhat embarrassing story with you about my own struggles with hypothyroidism. You'll see why my wife didn't want this story made public in just a moment, so keep watching. Deal? Now, I wasn't always a highly sought-after health practitioner and author on hypothyroidism, nutrition, and hormones. In fact, far from it. I definitely wasn't born with great genes either. In fact, I come from a family with a history of heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, and brain cancer. And from a young age, I developed high cholesterol and high blood pressure. Both of these are classic yet overlooked signs of hypothyroidism, which I didn't realize at the time. I was what you would call a heart attack just waiting to happen. As a lifelong student of health and nutrition, I could not figure out why my health was deteriorating regardless of how healthy I was trying to be. And after years of testing, diets, supplements, and treatments, my health continued to worsen. Just as I was getting to what were supposed to be the best years of my life, hypothyroidism was ruining it all. Can you relate? Well, thinking back, I can remember the day as if it were yesterday. It was a Wednesday, and I was leaving the office after struggling all afternoon with fatigue and brain fog, getting next to nothing done. I just wanted the day to be over with. The sky was getting dark and overcast like it was about to storm, which only made me feel that much more exhausted. I was about halfway to my car when my friend Nelson ran up. He wanted me to join him and the guys for a friendly game of soccer. I knew my wife wouldn't mind, and yet these days I didn't feel up to doing much of anything. I remember thinking to myself, I don't do anything I used to enjoy, which only made me feel even more depressed. If you've ever felt that way, realize you are not alone. Anyway, I gave him my typical "I'm pretty busy so maybe next time" excuse. Well, soon there never was a next time, because shortly after that they stopped inviting me to join them all together. So I got in the car and started to drive. Sadly, I was dreading the idea of going home. I felt like I was more of a burden to my family than anything else, like I was always letting them down. Even the smallest bit of stress at home would leave me feeling overwhelmed and anxious. It was like I had lost control of myself. That wasn't how I wanted to live my life, and it absolutely killed me on the inside. Finally, I parked my car in the street, dragged myself to the door, and then it happened. As I opened the door, I was greeted by my super excited 2-year-old son. This little guy had more than enough energy to light up a city block. My wife later shared with me that he had been glued to the window, just waiting for me to get home so we could play together. Now, remember those building blocks I told you about? Too tired to move, I dropped everything in my hands and lay down on the floor next to those blocks to play with them. As I lay there on the floor trying to stack a few blocks, within a few minutes I literally passed out on the floor, leaving my son all alone, scared, and confused. About an hour had passed before my wife was finally able to wake me for dinner. Not only was there disappointment in her eyes, the tears made it clear that she was afraid something terrible was going to happen. That night, she shared some of her biggest fears. What was going to happen to our family if you're not around? Who's going to be there to walk our daughter down the aisle at her wedding? How was she ever going to do this alone? This wasn't fair to my family, especially not our children. I felt this uncontrollable and agonizing sense of guilt. I felt worthless and that I was failing my family. And that hurt worse than anything. It was a wake-up call. If I continued down the path I was on, a path that you and so many others are following, I would live out my remaining days here watching life pass by from a prison cell window. Never a chance to enjoy everything life has to offer. It was in that moment that I made a vow. I will not give in and spend the rest of my life imprisoned by my hypothyroidism. That night, I started digging through medical and research journals, which led me to the work of some of the most brilliant thyroid researchers the world has ever known. The deeper I dug into the research, the more it became clear that today's pharmaceutical-driven treatment is not only ineffective, it's actually dangerous for you and most hypothyroidism sufferers. What's more, most of the cutting-edge thyroid research is being suppressed by the pharmaceutical industry as well. That night, I dedicated myself to putting an end to my hypothyroidism. And over the next 3 months, I began to systematically test and formulate the plan that would free me from this life-draining condition. And today, I'm going to share it with you, so keep watching. Remember, despite my success in eliminating my own hypothyroidism and in helping thousands of others do the same, I'm really no different than you. Because of the urgency of my situation and my sheer determination to never give up, I was relentless to follow the research no matter where it led me. And through my trial and error, I developed an effective step-by-step system, what I like to call a recipe for relief. This is a system that allows people just like us to live the life you've always wanted, free from the burdens of debilitating thyroid symptoms. Renew and strengthen your relationships with your loved ones and be the person you've always wanted to be. Enjoy being active again and get back to doing what you love in life with complete control and self-confidence. Move through life with ease, feeling young and never missing out on the important things in life. And experience the excitement of waking up every morning looking and feeling like your real self again. Now, to be fair, my success didn't happen overnight, and yet this is the same system that put an end to my suffering in just a few short weeks. And most importantly, my wife and I were finally able to have the relationship we both wanted for so long. And it's the same exact system I'll be sharing with you today, so you can finally experience results like these for yourself. I'll share all the specific details with you in just a moment. First, I feel I must warn you about the real problem you face today. This is the real hidden problem. The reason why most hypothyroidism sufferers fail to ever live a normal life despite any sort of testing or treatment, and why your hypothyroidism is not your fault. The real problem is the fact that you're being betrayed by the very people who are supposed to help you, and it's keeping you from living the life you've always wanted and deserve. When I first discovered this, it made me sick to my stomach. Pharmaceutical companies spend over $24 billion every year to convince, or dare I say bribe, our doctors to believe that their drugs are your best and only option to treat your condition. And when research findings prove that their thyroid medications are actually dangerous, they strangle that research, grab their shovels, drag it to the woods, and bury it where no one will find, without ever thinking twice about the millions of lives they're putting at risk. The cold hard truth is that they're far more concerned about profits than your health. Considering the thyroid medication Thyroid is the #1 prescribed medication today out of all medications, with over 23 million prescriptions filled every month. Yes, every month. You bet they're going to protect their market share no matter what the cost, even if it comes at your expense. And if they have to lie, cheat, and steal to do it, well, that's just business. Take Knoll Pharmaceuticals, for example, who illegally covered up a Thyroid study that would have cost them millions of dollars in losses, which led to lawsuits for illegal marketing, violating antitrust laws, racketeering, and even fraud. Does that sound like they have your best interest at heart? Pharmaceutical companies want you to become dependent on their drugs as if they want you to suffer. So you keep coming back month after month until the day you die, while they and their shareholders throw parties, sip expensive champagne, and celebrate record profits year after year. It's enough to make your blood boil. I know it did mine. And by the way, there's something else that pharmaceutical companies are hiding from you. It's the reason why their thyroid drugs will never work, and it's costing you your life. Imagine this for a minute. You've just woken up and today you have a bad feeling that something isn't right. As you make your way to the kitchen, you find your spouse leaning against the counter, out of breath and clenching their chest in pain. You begin to panic as you yell, "You're having a heart attack!" Without thinking twice, you help your spouse into the car and begin rushing to the hospital. As they lay there in pain, still struggling to breathe, overwhelming questions begin to flood your mind. Am I ever going to see them again? What's going to happen to our family? Then all of a sudden, you're forced to slam on the brakes and come to a screeching stop. There's a traffic jam and the main road to the hospital is blocked and you can't get through. You step on the gas and turn to the right as you yell back to your spouse, "Stay with me, honey, we'll have to take the back way." No more than a minute later, you're forced to slam on the brakes again. You still can't get to the hospital because the back road is blocked too. Tears start streaming down your face as you realize there's only one other way to get there. The car takes off again, and no more than a couple minutes pass before the car comes to its final screeching halt. The last and final road to the hospital is blocked too. There you are, stranded and hopeless with nowhere to turn, forced to watch as your spouse begins to slip away. Every road blocked, preventing you from getting to the one place that can save your spouse's life. As horrifying as this scenario sounds, the same frightening problem is happening inside your body every single day. The road inside your body that your thyroid hormone must travel down before it can get to your cells, the road we call your thyroid hormone pathway, is blocked. Your cells never get the thyroid hormone they so desperately need, which is why no amount of thyroid medication can help you. Without realizing this is going on, you become more hypothyroid and your life slips further away. Eventually, your cells are left to suffer and die. Now, what pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know is this. One of the biggest underlying causes of these roadblocks and your hypothyroidism is your diet. And while the manufacturers of Thyroid go out of their way to try to convince you that there's no natural remedy or treatment for hypothyroidism, the research is abundantly clear. For example, a study published in the Archives of Biochemistry and Biophysics revealed that a certain type of dietary fat blocks your thyroid from releasing thyroid hormone and makes it impossible for your thyroid hormone to ever reach your cells. Another study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed how these same dietary fats block your liver from converting your thyroid hormone into its usable form. As a result, your cells are unable to use whatever amount of thyroid hormone you do have available. Study after study has shown that these dietary fats are blocking your thyroid hormone pathway, even hijacking the cells meant to carry your hormones to their destination, and threatening your health to the extreme. All that and more caused by one single dietary fat you're eating every single day. I'll tell you exactly what this is and what to replace it with in just a second. The good news is that no matter what your age or severity of your condition, you can naturally and permanently put an end to your hypothyroidism with my 3RX Thyroid Formula, a recipe for unblocking and reactivating your thyroid hormone pathway that can restore your thyroid health and give you back your life in as little as 60 days or less. More on this in just a moment. Now that you know the real problem is your thyroid hormone pathway, I'm going to share with you some simple tips I have taught to thousands of hypothyroidism sufferers to help you unblock your thyroid hormone pathway so you can start enjoying life again too. And by far, the most important tip is my strategic thyroid balancing principle. I'll go into the specifics of the strategic thyroid balancing principle in just a second, so keep watching. First, you need to know about that one type of dietary fat you must avoid to help rid yourself of your hypothyroidism. And this may surprise you, because most people believe this to be the healthy type of fat they should be eating, and you've been eating it every single day for years, whether you realize it or not. For decades, doctors and nutritionists have been telling everyone to eat more and more of it, while ignoring the fact that it's one of the biggest underlying causes of hypothyroidism today. As you eat this type of fat, it accumulates inside your body, taking over and blocking every single part of your thyroid hormone pathway, from your thyroid gland all the way down to your cells, just like that blocked road to the hospital. And if that's not bad enough, research also shows that this type of fat causes accelerated aging, heart disease, and destroys your immune system. The culprit I'm referring to is a category of fats known as PUFAs, or polyunsaturated fats. Remove these from your diet and avoid them like the plague. While PUFAs are found in and added to most of the foods you eat, the easiest way to reduce the PUFAs in your diet is to simply replace any liquid cooking oil you might use with thyroid supportive fats like coconut oil. Just avoiding this one type of thyroid damaging fat will increase your energy all day, every day, plus help restore your damaged metabolism and protect you and your family from heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even cancer. Just picture it. You've made this small change to your diet and now you feel more alive. It's Friday night and you surprise your spouse with a little romantic night on the town, something you haven't done in far too long. The joy you feel can't be put into words, all from one simple little improvement to your diet. And it gets better. How would you like to look and feel amazing while you enjoy and indulge in the foods you love with the people you love? Most people believe that eating healthy means restricting the foods you love and crave, and eating a boring, tasteless diet which never really works in the long run. Because research continues to show these tasteless diets block your thyroid hormone pathway. Eating a nutrient-rich diet is important. However, if your metabolism is slow and damaged, as it is with hypothyroidism, do you think your body is able to use all those nutrients? Not by a long shot. In fact, most of those nutrients are going to waste. Here's the secret. Get adequate nutrients, which is easier than you might think. And focus on foods that heal and boost your metabolism so your cells can actually use those nutrients. You can easily do this by using more thyroid and metabolism boosting foods like coffee and even chocolate, for example. Now, if you've heard that coffee isn't good for your thyroid or adrenals, be aware that the research shows how coffee protects you from thyroid disease, cancer, liver problems, and even reduces your risk of premature death. This lie that coffee is bad for your thyroid health is nothing more than misinformation being spread by misinformed people, which is preventing your thyroid hormone pathway and metabolism from healing. and I don't want anything to hold you back from overcoming your hypothyroidism. Indulging in coffee and other thyroid-boosting foods properly balanced in your diet can be the key to you looking and feeling like your real self again, and I'll explain exactly what I mean by properly balanced in just a second. First, imagine this. You're enjoying a cup of coffee and a few laughs with a friend in the morning as you experience more energy than you've ever had in the past. Not to mention your friends and family are all delighted to see you're back to your happy and healthy self again. It's amazing how different you can feel by simply enjoying all these thyroid-boosting foods. And it's about to get even better still because now I'm going to share my most important tip. However, let me give you fair warning. Without this tip, you can forget about everything I just shared with you, and here's why. This is the tip that will allow you to reactivate that most important missing link of your thyroid hormone pathway, while dramatically boosting your thyroid hormone levels and, get this, give you back the freedom and control you desire, so you never feel trapped by hypothyroidism ever again. It's something I call my strategic thyroid balance principle. This principle has been used successfully by thousands of hypothyroidism sufferers to put an end to their hypothyroidism once and for all. Here's an example of how it works. When you become hypothyroid, your liver loses its ability to store and release glycogen, which is essential for regulating your blood sugar. As a result, your body compensates by overproducing dangerous stress hormones. These stress hormones literally eat away your healthy muscle tissue to keep you alive. At the same time, they create a major roadblock in your thyroid hormone pathway at your liver, making you even more hypothyroid and driving your stress hormones even higher, which causes your body to become trapped in an endless hypothyroid cycle. With all this going on, your thyroid doesn't stand a chance to get well. Here is how you can reverse this. Research shows that strategically balancing the right carbs, proteins, and fats in your diet is key to improving your thyroid health. Now, as a starting point, you will use approximately 50% of your calories from the right carbohydrates like certain fruits, 25% of your calories from the right proteins such as broth, and approximately 25% of your calories from the right fats like coconut oil. Now, ideally, these percentages are personalized to help speed up the healing process, yet by therapeutically balancing the right foods this way, you can break this hypothyroid cycle while dramatically improving your active thyroid hormone levels. Now, remember the 3RX formula I mentioned earlier? This formula works in part by strategically balancing your diet on multiple levels, which includes knowing which thyroid boosting foods to eat, how to personalize them for fastest results, as well as the best times to eat them, which is vital because without the right timing, it won't work. The result? All of your thyroid suppressive hormones rebalance. You unblock and reactivate every part of your thyroid hormone pathway, and you break free from all hypothyroid cycles for good. This is key because these thyroid hormone pathway roadblocks and hypothyroid cycles are what are keeping you hypothyroid in the first place. Just picture it for yourself. Here you are, eating thyroid-boosting foods perfectly balanced just for you, feeling healthy and free all day, every day, and loving every minute of life, enjoying every minute you spend with your family and friends, rediscovering and fulfilling your passions and dreams in life, and all of this happening simply because you now know the formula, the secret to rebalancing your hormones, unblocking and reactivating your thyroid hormone pathway, and restoring your metabolism and thyroid health to naturally overcome your hypothyroidism for good. Okay, that was a lot to cover, and you may be feeling a tad overwhelmed or confused at this point. Don't worry, that's perfectly natural. Simply keep in mind that you now have two choices on where you go from here. Choice 1, you can take all the tips I just gave you and try to go at it alone, and who knows, you may do just fine without any hand-holding or coaching other than these tips if you took good notes. Sure, you'll be all on your own, however it is possible. Or you can take choice 2, the sensible choice that will ensure you put an end to your hypothyroidism once and for all. This is the quickest, easiest, and permanent solution to restore your thyroid health, allowing you to take back control of your life. You can now eliminate the struggle, frustration, and disappointment of trying to figure this all out by yourself, because I've already done all the work for you. I've laid out your exact step-by-step formula to safely and naturally restore your thyroid health, one that's been tested for years by myself and thousands of men and women like you, and proven to work virtually every single time. Hi, I'm Tom Bremeyer, the creator of the hypothyroidism revolution and the 3RX thyroid formula. The 3RX thyroid formula is the first and only step-by-step formula that rebalances your thyroid and helps you break free of your hypothyroid condition, reactivates and unblocks your thyroid hormone pathway, and restores your metabolism and thyroid health to once and for all put a permanent end to your hypothyroidism and the agony that goes with it. My results-focused, step-by-step formula will work for you regardless of your age and is designed to work even if you're dealing with Hashimoto's thyroiditis, radioactive iodine treatment, thyroidectomy, bad genetics, a super busy schedule, goiter or nodules, food allergies, long-term history of hypothyroidism, other health issues, or even if you feel like you've tried everything. Before I tell you what the hypothyroidism revolution is, I need to tell you what it is not, just so you know exactly what you're about to experience. The hypothyroidism revolution is not another confusing or incomplete medical book that leaves you with more questions or no clue where to even begin, only to collect dust on your bookshelf. This is not yet another misguided fad diet based on unproven theories that oftentimes cause more damage to your thyroid, leaving you worse off than when you started. This is not some magic pill solution that can make your hypothyroidism worse, like Big Pharma's dangerous thyroid drugs, which research has shown to worsen thyroid complications and symptoms, while doctors wrongfully declare patients as healed and send them on their way only to continue to suffer. You've been lied to enough. The hypothyroidism revolution and 3RX formula are the direct result of over 8 years of study and years of trial and error to find what really works. The 3RX formula builds on the research of some of the most brilliant thyroid and metabolism experts, including Dr. Raymond Peat, Dr. Hans Selye, Dr. Broda Barnes, and several Nobel Prize winners. Plus, I've analyzed hundreds of real-world success stories from my own clients. And now the success of these thyroid experts and the success shared by my clients can be your success too, so you can reclaim the life you absolutely deserve. Now, before we go any further, it's only fair that I be absolutely 100% honest with you. If you're looking for some magic pill solution or some sort of fad diet gimmick or something you already know deep down will never work for you in the long run, then I'm going to politely ask that you leave this page right now. You see, this is not some nonsense miracle cure. Truth is, there are no quick fix answers out there, and there never will be. And yet, this is simply a complete and proven formula that works. The 3RX formula makes overcoming your hypothyroidism as simple as it gets. No confusing or complicated medical jargon, just an effective, done-for-you, step-by-step formula. So if you're ready to naturally put a permanent end to your hypothyroidism, keep watching. And you'll soon discover how to experience the joy of knowing you have finally broken free of your hypothyroidism. How you can enjoy eating the foods you love while feeling amazing and alive, and take back your life so you can enjoy spending it with the people you love, while having more than enough energy to do the things you love doing. Just like these folks have, including Carrie M. from Auckland, New Zealand, who said this: "A huge thank you for your program. I used to have a myriad of symptoms, including stomach pain, skin irritations, and menopausal hot flushes. I started the new foods and exercises approximately 4 weeks ago, and within 11 days I felt absolutely fabulous. Now, OMG, all my symptoms are gone. You have saved me from disaster and given me my life back. I feel better than I did when I was 20 years younger. Thank you." And here's what Sharon H. from Baton Rouge, Louisiana said: "I have been following your plan for about 6 weeks now. All of my symptoms have improved. I'm not cold all the time, and my energy level is through the roof. My emotions have leveled out, and I've lost 15 pounds. The list goes on and on. Your program is pure genius." Rhonda S. from New Brunswick suffered from Hashimoto's thyroiditis for 17 years before finding the Hypothyroidism Revolution, and she's overjoyed, as you can see here. I love this program. After 4 months, I have lost 17 pounds. My energy level has risen dramatically. My blood work shows improvement in all tests, and I feel like I'm living again. After suffering from complications like bloating, high cholesterol, and major depression, etc., and seeing more specialists than I can name, your program has been a miracle for me. My overall health is now better than I have ever experienced. Thank you so much. With results like these, the Hypothyroidism Revolution is designed to eliminate all of the underlying causes of your hypothyroidism. For example, on page 143, you'll discover the foundations behind my strategic thyroid balance principle. This includes the 4 essential rules to a balanced thyroid diet and the exact timing necessary to unblock and reactivate your thyroid hormone pathway, along with the exact steps to personalize your diet for faster results. Starting on page 123, you'll discover exactly how to naturally rebalance your thyroid suppressive hormones and break the dangerous hypothyroid cycles that are holding your thyroid hostage, including special considerations for Hashimoto's thyroiditis, radioactive iodine treatment, thyroidectomy, and more. On page 102, you'll also find the 6 thyroid-boosting power foods to kickstart your thyroid and metabolism and have you feeling great in no time. Plus, you'll see the quick start guide that takes you by the hand and walks you through the entire system step by step and day by day. And there's more. You get the complete strategically balanced thyroid boosting cookbook full of balanced recipes, making your meals a piece of cake. No pun intended. And to make it even easier, you'll also find my done-for-you meal plans and shopping list, so you don't have to think about what you're going to eat. Plus, you'll also find a number of other resources, all designed to help you quickly and permanently put an end to your hypothyroid condition. The Hypothyroidism Revolution is by far the most comprehensive and easiest thyroid program to follow. In fact, many of my clients report a complete return of their energy levels faster than they could have ever imagined. And once you get started, you can begin to feel better than you ever have as well, in as little as 60 days or less. Now, I'm not telling you to stop taking your thyroid medication. I don't know your particular situation, and yet what I can promise you is that this program is the only program you will ever need to put a permanent end to your hypothyroidism once and for all. This is truly a one-of-a-kind recipe for relief. And with a formula like this, with its life-changing potential, you might expect it to come with an expensive price tag, and in all honesty, it probably should. After all, the Hypothyroidism Revolution has already helped thousands of people just like you to put an end to hypothyroidism for good, while helping to revolutionize the diet and health industry at the same time. Still, I'll get to the price in just a few moments. First, I want to share some additional benefits this one-of-a-kind system will deliver to you. For example, you'll discover the 14 dangerous thyroid diet lies that you must avoid at all costs in order to see the results you desire. These lies are leading good people like you down a dangerous path, and it's vital you know the truth so you can permanently end your thyroid suffering. You'll also discover 2 unique techniques to turn off your exhausting fight-or-flight reaction that can bring your thyroid hormone pathway to a standstill and make it difficult for you to even function. These 2 highly effective techniques can be done anywhere in the matter of minutes. Plus, I'll be showing you exactly how to restore your thyroid protective youth hormones to accelerate your results and help you look and feel years younger. Your friends and family will want to know how you've made this stunning transformation. Now, the price of the Hypothyroidism Revolution program sold by itself is valued at $297. However, that's not the price you will be investing today. What's more, you get all of the materials and perks that I provide when I'm working one-on-one with private clients. These clients happily pay me $997 and more to help them eliminate their hypothyroidism for good. And yet, because I've tested and fine-tuned this step-by-step system to the point where it will work for anyone, no matter your age or severity of your thyroid condition. And because I want to make this program available to as many men and women who aren't able to work with me one-on-one, you will not be investing $297 today. In fact, not even close, and I'll explain why in just a moment. And listen, you're not just receiving the hypothyroidism revolution. Just for watching this entire presentation today, I'd like to give you these value-add bonuses free of charge to make it even easier for you to overcome your hypothyroidism and ensure your success. I'll save the best for last. The first gift you'll be receiving today are the 5 supplemental lifestyle plans. Whether you're a housewife or a single mom, whether you work from home or have a busy day job, knowing what to eat, how to shop, and what to do when you travel can be challenging. That's where these 5 lifestyle plans come in. These plans make it super easy for you to follow the hypothyroidism revolution system. Plus, these plans are designed to help you go at your own pace. You can take it slow or speed things up. Simply pick the plan that's right for you. And once you start, your success is virtually guaranteed. This bonus is normally valued at $47 and it's yours free today. The second gift you'll be receiving is a toxic home checklist. The health of your liver is essential to overcoming your hypothyroidism, and you want to take good care of this vital organ. Your liver is responsible for converting your thyroid hormone, regulating your blood sugar, detoxifying harmful thyroid suppressive hormones, and so much more. This checklist will support you to reduce your toxic exposure and help keep your liver and thyroid functioning at their best. This bonus is normally valued at $17, and it's yours free today. In addition, you're going to be receiving one of the most important gifts that I could give you: my advanced diet planning guide and my strategic thyroid balance diet calculators. After you download these tools, you'll have the power and knowledge to create your own balanced meals week in and week out, so you can enjoy your thyroid health for the rest of your life. These tools are normally valued together at $97, and they're also yours free today. By now, you can see why the hypothyroidism revolution system is valued at $297, and even without these 3 bonuses, it's a steal at that price. Plus, when you include the bonuses along with the hypothyroidism revolution system, you would be investing $458. However, just for watching this presentation today, and for reasons I'll share with you in just a moment, I have a special opportunity coming your way, so keep watching. Of course, you could choose to continue down the path you're on right now. You can try to live with your hypothyroidism on your own and remain at risk of an early death due to the 2 worst killers today: heart disease and cancer. Even if you've had your thyroid tested and your TSH level was within the normal range, if your TSH is above 1.4, then research shows you are at an increased risk of death from coronary heart disease. While numerous studies have also shown that hypothyroidism is involved in many types of cancer, including breast cancer and lung cancer. Unfortunately, most hypothyroidism sufferers don't figure this out until it's too late, leaving their grieving families to cope and wonder what could have gone so wrong, and oftentimes having to deal with the leftover mound of medical bills. I don't want to see this happen to you like it has for so many others. So let's make this an easy decision for you today, okay? I feel you deserve to know why I'm offering such a big discount today, so let me share my vision with you. It's a cause I'm inviting you to join today, along with the thousands of others just like you who are ready to take back control of your health, revitalize your body and feel alive, and break free from hypothyroidism so you can live the life you want and deserve. And in doing so, inspire thousands of others just like you to do the same. Let me explain. Years ago, I set an inspiring goal to revolutionize the way the world approaches hypothyroidism. So I dedicated myself to helping 100,000 men and women to overcome their hypothyroidism for good. I believed that helping 100,000 people would have a snowball effect that could eventually reach millions. Can you imagine how much relief, joy, and happiness that would create in the world? How many lives and families that would bring closer together? I decided I needed to let as many folks like you join in on this cause, one I call Hope for Hypothyroidism. The good news? that means a much lower price for you today because frankly, I want you to join the cause and I refuse to let finances stop you. This means you won't invest anywhere near $458 for the hypothyroidism revolution and the bonuses today. Not even close. In fact, it's not even going to be $229, which is half of that. You won't be investing $175 either. Your total investment today, including the hypothyroidism revolution and all the bonuses delivered directly to your doorstep, is just a single one-time payment of only $127, which is a savings of $331 off the retail value. Or if you prefer, you can invest in the digital download version of the hypothyroidism revolution, including all the same bonuses for just one payment of only $97. Look below this presentation right now. Simply choose the best option for you and click the yellow rectangular Add to Cart button below to lock in this special price and start putting an end to your hypothyroidism today. One other thing. I'm very familiar with all of the various medications, supplements, and diets out there, and maybe you've tried one or more in the past with little or no results, only to be left feeling like nothing works. You may even feel a bit jaded and at the end of your rope. I understand, and you shouldn't have to feel like this is a big risk on your part. So to make this as easy as possible for you, don't decide right now. Instead, take advantage of my unconditional triple guarantee. Simply try the hypothyroidism revolution and 3RX formula for yourself on me for a full 60 days. And while it's possible that you may not see the ultimate results until about 90 days, if you don't see measurable or even dramatic results in those first 60 short days, or if you don't find our service and attention to your satisfaction top-notch, or even if you don't like the font I use in the book, it doesn't matter. If for any reason you're not totally satisfied, I'll gladly refund your investment in full. So your decision today is free from any stress or financial commitment. Consider this. If someone was handing you the key to a life of freedom and joy, a life you might have thought you'd never get back, would you take it? If your answer is yes, I want that, then look right below this video. Choose the best option for you and click on the yellow button that says Add to Cart to secure your special discounted price. You'll join everyday folks like Natalie M. from Cookeville, Tennessee, who had this to say. This is just a brief note of gratitude. I have fought thyroid ups and downs for the past 9 years. I've seen all my family doctors, an endocrinologist, and even a chiropractor in hopes of some natural help. I've been taking Armour Thyroid now for a year and have seen ups and downs with it until 10 weeks ago when I discovered your program. I noticed a difference in just 1 week. I am feeling so much better both inside and out. And Karen T. from Wichita, Kansas said this about her life-changing experience. A few months ago, I was so sick I thought I was dying. I had zero energy, was freezing cold, depressed, and gaining weight uncontrollably. My life turned around my first week on the hypothyroidism revolution program. Within weeks, my energy was completely back to normal, and now I feel like I'm actually living again. I consider this program an answer to a prayer. Then there's Carmen S. from Calgary, who wrote me and said, I'm 45 years old, have Hashimoto's, and I'm starting menopause. I am following your program diligently, and I have to say I feel and look so much better. I eat more food now than I ever did, and my weight has come down. My skin is clear, I have less pain and stiffness. It's all better. For me, the program is working wonders. Thank you so much. And for Wanda R. from Ringgold, Georgia, who suffered from hypothyroidism most of her life, finding the hypothyroidism revolution has been a godsend. After the first week of your program, I was feeling better than I have felt in 20 years. My energy is returning, and I've lost 6 pounds. I know my results will get even better. Thank you for putting the pieces of the puzzle together for me. Now, I've got one more surprise for you. If you act now, before this presentation ends, I'm going to include a super bonus worth $394 absolutely free. When you act today, you'll receive 60+ days of email coaching and support free, so you'll never be left guessing or feel alone in the process. I want to give you the best experience of your life, and so to go that extra mile, you'll be receiving regular coaching emails to motivate you, support you, hold you accountable, and answer any questions you might have along the way to ensure your success. That's 60 plus days of email coaching delivered right to your inbox. Something that many of my clients gladly pay $197 per month for this extra VIP treatment. This super bonus is valued at $394 and yours free today. And that brings your total value to over $852. Yet when you take action today, the entire Hypothyroidism Revolution system will be delivered straight to your doorstep, including all the bonuses, plus the super bonus for just one single payment of only $127. Or you can get the digital download version of the Hypothyroidism Revolution system with all the bonuses, including the super bonus, for just one single payment of only $97. Remember, it's not just a wonderful discount you'll be receiving today. You'll be joining the biggest hypothyroidism movement in modern history, and you can feel proud to be a part of something special. Just choose the best version for you below and click the Add to Cart button and take advantage of this special opportunity. And there's more good news. When you order the physical version that is shipped to your doorstep, you also get immediate access to the online version. So you can get started today right now from the comfort of your own home with the entire Hypothyroidism Revolution system and all the bonuses, plus your free super bonus email coaching, which alone is worth $394, just for taking action to put an end to your hypothyroidism today. Now, once you click the yellow Add to Cart button below this presentation, you'll first be taken to our 100% secure checkout page, which looks like this. When you're finished, click on the button that says Access Your Product. Finally, create your account inside our secure, members-only resource site. And remember, when you order the physical version, you'll also get access to the digital version right here in the members area, along with all of your bonuses and even more resources to ensure your success. It's that simple. Think about it. You've been living a life trapped by your hypothyroidism for far too long, and the pain and frustration of continuing down that path without taking action will likely lead to more despair and more frustration, while your life continues to slip further and further away. And yet, all of this can be avoided beginning today by simply applying the 3RX formula found in the Hypothyroidism Revolution. Picture this. You have found the answer you've been looking for, and you're now well on your way to putting a permanent end to your hypothyroidism. You feel free and alive, like yourself again, full of energy, hope, and optimism. You now have the vitality and life-changing results you deserve, and the energy to do the things you love with the ones you love the most. You are grateful to have found your way home. Yes, it's true. Your struggles with hypothyroidism up until today have largely been no fault of your own. It's true that you've been lied to, misled, and betrayed by pharmaceutical companies who can't help you. The misguided fad diets and magic pill solutions you may have tried, and the false promises no one stands behind. However, today marks your day to take responsibility, to take the action necessary to put an end to the lies, misinformation, frustration, and confusion, to begin anew with a true and proven formula that simply works. And unlike those misleading and potentially dangerous solutions, this one is guaranteed to work for you. Yes, you can try the Hypothyroidism Revolution for 60 full days on me and see the results you've been looking for, or you pay nothing. Plus, you're always just minutes away from an answer from me or our friendly support staff. Now, immediately after your order is complete and you have logged into the members area, go here, the Hypothyroidism Revolution Quick Start Step-by-Step Guide. Then flip to page 1 and begin your simple Day 1 exercise, the most important step of the entire program. This simple exercise will guarantee you begin right where you need to start and experience consistent and permanent results from Day 1 onward. Remember, along with your Quick Start Step-by-Step Guide, you'll also be receiving the complete new edition of the Hypothyroidism Revolution and 3RX Thyroid Formula, your complete and proven step-by-step formula to rebalance your thyroid and help you break free of your hypothyroid condition, reactivate and unblock your thyroid hormone pathway, and restore your metabolism and thyroid health to naturally put a permanent end to your hypothyroidism and give you back your life. Plus, the Hypothyroidism Revolution Strategically Balanced Thyroid Boosting Cookbook full of balanced recipes, making your meals a piece of cake, along with your done-for-you meal plans and shopping lists to make your life even simpler and easier, so you don't even have to think about what you're going to eat. You're also getting my 5 supplemental lifestyle plans, so you can easily adapt the system to your current lifestyle. Plus, the Toxic Home Checklist, your simple and easy way to remove the hidden thyroid suppressive toxins from your home. Toxins that burden your liver and block your thyroid hormone pathway. Plus, my personal advanced diet planning guide and strategic thyroid balance diet calculators. So you have the flexibility to create your own perfectly balanced meals using all your favorite foods. And my super bonus, your email coaching, which takes you by the hand so you'll never be left guessing or feel alone. And you'll always know you're on the right track with all the answers you need to ensure your success. Just do not put this off 1 second longer, and here's why. First, as you will recall, I lowered the price of the Hypothyroidism Revolution system and bonuses for you by over 70%. However, the Hypothyroidism Revolution is growing quickly, requiring more time and resources, and I'm not sure how long I'll be able to maintain the current price. You just need to realize that I'm going to have to eventually raise the price, as that's only fair. So I encourage you to act now before that happens. Also, you don't want to feel left out if your free email coaching super bonus is no longer available, at least not for free. The free email coaching is only for those who act now. Everyone else will unfortunately be out of luck. And let's remember, unless you take action today, you may never take action. You may do what so many others do and put it off, for a few more days, which turns into months, even years. And before you know it, your life has passed you by without you ever being able to truly enjoy it. Or, heaven forbid, you find yourself faced with heart disease or cancer and it becomes too late. So let's make sure you get what you really want and need to free yourself from this life-draining condition. And do the only smart thing you can do. Take advantage of this limited time opportunity while you still can, and wisely get on the right path today to put a permanent end to your hypothyroidism, using the simple, proven, step-by-step 3RX thyroid formula, your recipe for relief. Choose the best option for you and click the Add to Cart button below right now, and let's get you started today. Okay, if you're still watching, you may have some questions, so I wanted to share the most common questions I get about the Hypothyroidism Revolution, and the answers you might need to help you. The first question I get asked often is, will the Hypothyroidism Revolution work if I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis? The answer is yes. The formula is designed to rebalance other thyroid suppressive hormones, which other programs fail to address, including excessive estrogen, which directly blocks your thyroid gland and causes Hashimoto's thyroiditis. The good news is you can reverse your Hashimoto's by using specific recipes and supplements covered in the program. You won't find this information anywhere else. Question: will the Hypothyroidism Revolution work if I've had my thyroid removed or had radioactive iodine treatment? Yes. While you may need to supplement thyroid hormone to the degree that your body cannot produce it, you will still need to unblock your thyroid hormone pathway in order for your body to use that additional thyroid hormone. And that's where the Hypothyroidism Revolution comes in. When you follow the program, you can completely and safely restore your thyroid function, no matter how old you are or how damaged your thyroid may be. Question: will the Hypothyroidism Revolution work for me if I have food allergies? Here's the great news. Restoring thyroid function also restores energy production and function to the cells of your digestive tract, which prevents the digestive leakiness that causes most food allergies. Many of my clients report improvements in digestion and food allergies while eating foods they love and enjoy. And with the supplemental lifestyle plans that are included with the program, you can go at your own pace while your thyroid function begins to return. Question: will the Hypothyroidism Revolution work for me if I have other health issues? Using the Hypothyroidism Revolution, many of my clients have experienced significant carryover into the improvement of and oftentimes resolution of many seemingly unrelated health issues. And because proper thyroid function is necessary to support the health and function of every cell, organ, and system of your body, conditions like chronic fatigue syndrome, anemia, fibromyalgia, depression, fertility issues, osteoporosis, many autoimmune conditions, and even heart disease and cancer can see improvement once you start the program. Question: how will I know when I'm getting results? Most folks report seeing an increase in energy within their first 30 days, like Karen T, who shared that within weeks her energy was completely back to normal. For Sharon H, all of her symptoms improved within the first 6 weeks, including losing 15 pounds. The key is to stick with the plan I've laid out for you. And remember, along with your quick start step-by-step guide, you'll also be receiving the complete new edition of the Hypothyroidism Revolution and 3RX Thyroid Formula, your complete and proven step-by-step formula to rebalance your thyroid and help you break free of your hypothyroid condition, reactivate and unblock your thyroid hormone pathway, and restore your metabolism and thyroid health to naturally put a permanent end to your hypothyroidism and give you back your life. You'll also receive all of the bonuses, including the strategically balanced thyroid boosting cookbook full of strategically balanced recipes making your meals a piece of cake, along with your done-for-you meal plans and shopping list to make your life even simpler and easier. So you don't even have to think about what you're going to eat. Plus, my supplemental lifestyle plans so you can easily adapt the system to your current lifestyle. You're also receiving the Toxic Home Checklist, your simple and easy way to remove the hidden thyroid suppressive toxins from your home. Toxins that burden your liver and block your thyroid hormone pathway. Plus, my personal advanced diet planning guide and strategic thyroid balanced diet calculators. So you have the flexibility to create your own perfectly balanced meals using all your favorite foods. And to make sure you're completely taken care of, you're also getting my personal email coaching, which takes you by the hand so you'll never be left guessing or feel alone. And you'll always know you're on the right track with all the answers you need to ensure your success. Choose the best option for you and click the Add to Cart button below right now, and let's get you started today.